I haven't watched the second yet, so
The whole
Real Rap Coalition podcast, man. We here. Uh, a little while back, we did an entire crash course on all the Aliens movies. Y'all go check that out if you haven't already. It was pretty good, man. You know, at least the series. Maybe not all the movies. Some of them was shit. But with that being said, Alien Earth is out. We a little bit late to the party. You know, motherfuckers late to watching shit. Got jobs and all that shit. You know how it goes. But better late than never. We here to talk about it. I am your host, the Lion Sin of Pride. Who the fuck else we got in the building?
F Dub, you already know what it is. We back.
Lordy Lord, man, back again.
All right, man. So first things first, Alien Earth within, the complicated alien timeline takes place between the first and the second movie, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So Ripley Denardi, fought this big ass bug, you know what I'm saying, and it, like the whole Nostromo got fucked off by that shit. And sometime while she's in hypersleep and shit, this shit take place. So we're given a brief, I guess, world setup where they talk about the differing kind of life forms in this advanced version of Earth. You got the regular humans, you got the androids, and then you got like hybrids between the two. You
Hmm.
know, and there's several large, I guess, tech companies is what you would call, big companies that basically run Earth and whatnot. And I believe there's like four of them, right?
Maybe
Yes,
it's
according to
four.
the
Might be four. I don't know.
Yeah, because I think
according
they said they was like, oh yeah, it's these three, and somebody said, don't forget the new one. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
That was their way of like, hey, this is some shit now. But I'm probably gonna let F Dub take the lead on this one because he's seen this the most recent. Me and Pujols watched this whole like a week or two ago, so
all
we
right, for
know
sure.
details, but not the minute ones.
All right, for sure. So first things
Hey,
first, I'm
hold
not
on. Hey, Pujols, look, it's Eric. Eric back.
I told you, bro. He pop up every once in a
Eric,
while.
we was just talking about you before we cut the joint on,
It's
man.
crazy. Salute to you, Eric,
I
man.
thought that somebody had told me the Black Roots ran you off, man. He said something crazy to you.
Yeah, bro. They summoned you, man. We glad you're here, bro. Appreciate you.
Salute to
they
bro.
they summon you is crazy.
Hmm.
But
5 thumbs up
fucking
is crazy, Eric.
Hey, bro, he's a positive guy, man.
I'll take that back. 5 thumbs up is pretty cool.
Yep.
All right, man. So first things first. This was one of the series that I was anticipating the most. Since they kind of I guess that this was like I don't know how long this series was in production for, but the first word
Had to be
I
a
pers
while because I remember when we went to see was it
Ro Ro
Romulus? That
yeah,
shit
Romulus.
was like
In
already
production
being
in.
talked about, bro, and that was
Yeah.
like a year ago.
Yeah,
Damn.
yes.
Shit was already a
So
year ago? Fuck.
crazy,
Yeah.
crazy. So we found out about this series around the time when we was funny enough when we was doing a crash course on all the alien movies and shit like that, led up to us watching Romulus, all that good shit, you feel me? And we got word of this series, you feel me? I talked up a little bit about it as to why I was excited for it. It continues the world building and the lore and all that shit, you feel me? So here we are with Alien. This series is finally here. And kind of like KTO, just to piggyback off KTO's points, we do get introduced to, I guess his name is Cavalier, and a very sickly girl named, well, she doesn't have a name. Well, I mean, she does have a name, but it's briefly stated. I don't quite remember at the moment. But this rich guy named Cavalier, he is kind of it's kind of weird, but he's running experiments on this on the sick, I guess, sick kids, I guess, into where they can transfer their conscience slash minds into something called a synthetic body, you know what I mean? If those familiar with the Alien series, you usually know what that means when it comes to synthetics and cyborgs and all that. Infinite life, no aging, essentially no human emotions, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? And superhuman abilities type
Facts,
shit.
Eric.
You feel me? So, we do get a crew that gets shown aboard the USS Maginot, I think is pronounced. And they're quickly like they don't be really like last that long on screen. You feel me? Because we do find out that on the USS Maginot there's some alien species already that they've somehow, some way contained, captured,
All
possibly
right, look,
experimented
bro.
on. So yeah.
And I guess the excuse gonna be here that this was early on in the series and whatnot because of where it falls. But I'm sick of this shit, bro. I'm sick of these folks going out there and it's the same shit every time, man. Who else? It's the same shit.
The
They go
same
out
shit,
there,
man.
they got some aliens on the ship, and it's some fucking scientific bullshit where they like, hey, bring them hoes back for the betterment of humanity. And they got a
Yep,
robot on the joint that they should never trust. And
that goes
a
rogue.
motherfucker like they just
It
open like
technically
motherfucker.
don't go rogue though. That shit
Yeah,
just
they
Um,
do
doing its
what
I
they
mean,
job.
programmed to do. Like
Yeah,
they just
true, true,
they be on some bullshit.
they just
But
some
true,
like,
pieces of
true.
shit.
bro,
And they don't.
motherfuckers really be like out there thinking, yeah, we can transport this fucking dangerous predator across the galaxy and shit.
Shout out Caitlin. She in the chat.
That's a
What
fact.
what type of emoji? What is that?
I think it's an alligator. Look like.
Salute to the
Hold on, let
alligator,
me put
man.
that hole on the screen. Damn, it didn't get any bigger. But yeah, like I say, bro, I'm tired of that shit, man. Motherfuckers is just out here like, I don't know, man. How many times until you learn?
It's just the setup, bro. Like, I mean, and it ain't like it's the same people doing it. If you
it's
go, it's
it's
like,
not it's not
It's
Pujols.
humanity, bro.
You're
yeah,
not
it's
wrong,
humanity.
Pujols, but like, goddamn, man, this type of opening to every alien movie like how many
Mm-hmm.
times at this point? Like niggas don't learn their lesson for real, for
But
real.
this the good
Like
thing though. Like, it's the first episode, and it already had like they skipped through that shit in 10 minutes, bro. So we
they did. I will
normally
say
gotta
that, yes.
deal
Yeah.
with that again. We do possibly, but we don't have to deal with it in that fashion again. Like we just on the
I'm
fucking ship and then a nigga just go rogue and the alien smoke everybody. Like so,
That
at least
boy in
and
the
it's
hole, man. That bitch was
eh,
beating on the door like, hey, let me in. He welded that bitch
oh no,
shut.
that nigga was ruthless.
He
That
welded
nigga
that
literally,
bitch shut. Then
and
put
that was
himself in
that.
a hole in the floor because that alien was finna get on his ass.
That nigga was ruthless for real. And I'm glad you brought up that point where Pujols, where you said that they skipped through all that. It gets to the action and the story of what this series is trying to tell, right?
yeah,
Because this show actually did something different. Before, in the past movies, we were on different planets. We followed different expeditions. You feel me? They all get massacred, all that good shit, right? This time they landed on Earth. You feel me? So that's the difference between that's the new shit this time. You know what I mean? We hopefully get to see what happens later on, with the species, and then what happens to them on Earth. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Versus
yeah.
us, visiting a new planet, languages get
Hey,
introduced,
F
the
Dub,
stars,
bro.
coordinates, all that.
How
So
did
yeah.
you feel about the way the alien looked here?
Oh man. Like that final scene where the black dude was the black cyborg was trying to escape.
Yeah,
That
like where
that
he
that
like
one.
put himself in the flow and like the alien was like busting through that glass in the door trying to get in, to kill him and shit.
At first, and like the fan in me was like, "Oh yes, we are so back. We are so back." You know what I mean? But aesthetically, it didn't like. I mean, it wasn't that scary per se. You know what I mean? It wasn't super menacing looking, but boy, that shit had a giant ass head. I'll say that. So,
Hey, y'all remember Roots used to get mad because that hoe was just a man in some
And some
squeaky boots and some black
yeah,
pants. Like, you know, that shit don't look like that now, bro. At least they don't. Maybe they just didn't show the bottom half of that whole paws, but it was like just
nah,
the
you gonna
nasty
see
ass
more, bro.
face and mouth of that bitch, bro.
Like they got that bitch close ups and full body shots, pause. They got like and this alien, that shit seem a little more
That thing's
aggressive.
gross,
Well, I don't
bro.
know. I
Yeah,
don't
no,
want to.
they pissed, bro. He's
It's
pissed.
pissed, bro. Like it's crazy pissed, and it's damn.
That's
I wish
because,
I
like,
seen the other 2 episodes.
bro, these is like the aliens that like they hauled away from their home planet, bro. So these motherfuckers went over there and just took these bitches and they ran across the galaxy with them. So hell yeah, he pissed. He like, why the fuck am I here?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just like to point out that never for all the money in the world, I would never do this type of stupid shit.
Fuck
Hell the
no,
fuck
bro.
no.
Like,
Fuck
I'm not.
no.
You can't pay me enough to do this shit, bro. You know what could happen to
But
me?
they don't. Hold on. Do what? Do what exactly?
Go like to the
Go.
reaches of the galaxy and return with samples of dangerous alien life forms.
Most of the time,
Yes.
they don't know that shit, bro. Most of the time, it's just
No,
a
fools, because
nigga
they
get
was sitting
turned.
there talking about that
No,
shit at
bro.
dinner or whatever. They was talking about how dangerous them shits was, because that dude was like talking about killing all of them, and that robot was getting pissed. He was like, "Do I gotta lock you in your quarters?" Like,
Nah, I'm talking about like the original, like at Ripley and shit. She ain't know on that first. They didn't know that shit. And nigga just put his face too close to some shit.
and he an idiot for that. But yeah, I think the alien looks crazy, bro. Like that shit.
Nah, Pujols, I disagree, bro. That's definitely in their contracts. You feel me? They're tasked with if they find any sort of species to bring it back. That is part of the contract that they sign whenever they go up into that expedition.
So you saying like you wouldn't go on an exploration to bring back
Absolutely
any
not.
foreign species?
Absolutely not, nigga. Absolutely not. Fuck that.
I fuck. I
Fuck.
would.
Hold on, no fireworks. I don't know that I believe that because like you a military man, so like what if they put that in your contract for being in the military that like
Not
you
too
gotta
late.
go retrieve that shit?
Nah, too late, my nigga. I signed my original contract all the way in 2019. I read that shit with the fine print. It said nothing about alien species or anything like that.
It ain't no aliens on this bitch. You can't send me over here.
Not at all, my nigga.
But that's another thing about it. Like we are the apex of all animals, not because our strength and shit, is because our force. Like nigga, we got guns and shit.
I
You're
don't
not
know.
going to no other planet thinking it's something that can overpower all this shit.
I was about to say, bro, I don't know that we the apex when some shit
we
like that
definitely are.
exists. Like,
Oh, now when it comes to that, nah, not at all. That shit's smoking us, and that shit can learn. So I mean, we can't do nothing with them hoes.
But yeah, so go ahead, fireworks. So yeah, he does like the
Yeah.
alien gets
So
out, smokes some folks.
most definitely smokes the whole crew minus the cyborg on board. You know what I mean? He clearly a fuck nigga because he, you saw what he did to old girl. You feel me? He locked himself inside that fucking room, that chamber, and whatnot. You feel me? Let her get smoked.
Nigga? You letting her in?
I mean, morally,
nigga.
yes.
I mean-
Morally, yes, my nigga. Morally, yes. He's a
I don't know, bro.
cyborg.
If I'm a robot,
He's
do
a-
I
I'm
want
not.
some
She's
head
not getting
or
in that
what?
room.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie. It's over for her.
if I'm a robot,
same
do I
position,
want some head, bro? Like
He-
that might.
fuck some head, nigga. That hoe could might get in there with me. I don't
Hey,
want
bro,
the alien to get in.
Hey, bro, I can
Bro.
weld that hoe shut, bro. We just finna be in the under the flow fucking till
Nigga,
that
I
hoe
don't
Bro.
know
go
how
away.
fast that fucking alien is. Fuck
Bro.
her, nigga.
Okay, first off, he's a cyborg. He's cybernetically equipped with all these abilities and shit like that. Let's not act like these niggas is wimps, right? Did we forget about fucking Adam and shit like that? Or whatever the fuck his
Man,
name was?
He's not like a synthetic. He's not as strong as them synthetics, bro. He
He's
just upgraded.
he like what's his name from the first one? Little bitch ass dude.
Ash. I think my name is
Yeah.
Ash.
All right,
He
Yeah.
well,
like him.
The cyborg, I mean, an alien will rip this nigga head off, bro. He can't do shit with that hoe. That's why he was so shook. That nigga, oh fuck, I gotta get it under this hole and shit. Close
Bro,
up.
nah, my nigga, nah, I'm not being sold on that because we saw him transform his arm into a blowtorch, essentially, right? Or whatever, right? Who's to say he doesn't have what? I'm being dead ass.
Man. Yeah, a blowtorch. We just discussed how powerful this damn creature is. It don't give a fuck about no blade. It's
I
an
just want to
alien.
know, bro, where's the Blix on this shit, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, where is anything that they would have defended themselves with? They all just got smoked and didn't put up no fight.
I'm sure they did, but or either that or they got sucker
least
punched.
pinch the bitch?
Wait a minute. Something
What's
not
up?
right.
What's up?
Okay, when we go back to Alien 2, they was smoking the fuck out them aliens with guns and shit. What
Yeah, they
happened?
had guns. They was
What happened?
Marines.
I'm
They was
sure they had
Marines,
something.
bro.
I'm sure they had something. We just didn't see it. You feel me? We just saw them get well. Yeah, we just saw them get
Also,
massacred and
fools,
shit.
I might need to remind you, them hoes got acid blood.
Oh yeah, that too.
Right.
that,
That shit
that
didn't
too.
matter on the second one. Damn near the way they was killing them hoes.
Oh, it mattered in the second one.
When they
I
wanted it
seen
to
a
matter, it
motherfucker,
mattered. KTF.
Fools, I seen a motherfucker kill an alien and still get fucked up because acid blood splatter.
My nigga, blood splatters every fucking where. If they was really smoking
Salute,
them hoes
Eric,
like
man.
that, everybody would have died, bro. Salute to you, Eric, bro.
That shit, like, bro. But yeah. Anyway, all right.
Yeah, so we oh, by the way, fun fact, this episode is called Neverland. So just keep that in mind.
Isn't
Um
that what Michael Jackson had?
Yep. That's where he allegedly did those things. Without allegedly, I don't know.
Maybe this
I
is a
wasn't there.
metaphor.
oh my
That
God.
literally is because, bro, just watch the other two episodes when y'all get a chance.
All right.
I interpreted the title with, what happens in
I
this
never
first
knew the
episode.
title, bro.
Okay, well, it's called Neverland. But anyways, we see Buddy hit the escape pod and the craft crash lands on Earth and into a building and all that good stuff. So off the rip, we see this, I guess this, I don't know what to call them. I know they're soldiers, but like, do they work for what do you call it? For Wayland Utani?
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
like it's probably like independent contractors they send out there. You know what
Okay,
I'm saying?
but
Same way
we'll
like you would hire mercenaries.
okay, but we'll run with that. And one of those soldiers happens to be Wendy's brother named Joe, who she's
Hmm.
been keeping tabs on for quite a while. Um,
Shit
and
kind
then
of creepy.
I'm just gonna backtrack for a second. So some of y'all may be wondering, well, if you've seen this, you know who Wendy is, but Wendy is the new synthetic form of the sickly girl that they showed briefly at the beginning of the episode. She was the first test subject to transfer her mind into the new synthetic model body and whatnot. So yeah, it seems that she has some of her memories because she recognizes her brother from when she was a human.
She got them
So
all, bro.
yeah, yeah, or all that, I guess. I guess she doesn't have emotion, or
Yeah.
anything like that.
Nah, she
So,
got that
She
shit
don't got,
too.
she don't got the brain chemicals, fools. Like
Nah, she got all that shit,
she
bro.
don't got dopamine or serotonin or none of
I
that.
think it's something different with these I mean, that's what I'm saying. I wish I was seen the other episodes, bro. So, well, I'm gonna just talk like it's like I haven't seen them either. So fuck it. I guess she don't got emotions.
yeah,
Yeah, bro.
and
Put some oil and shit for yourself.
Fuck you, nigga. 3 weeks late.
Joe, he's I guess I could refer to him as a combat medic. And the crash happens into a building. His team gets shipped out to the crash site to investigate. Help out any survivors that they may find, all that good stuff. And this is where shit starts to turn up for real, for real. Um, you know, the group is in there, they're doing their best, whatnot, you know what I mean? And two soldiers in particular run into our rogue cyborg friend, and they get held captive, and they unfortunately become victims to a smaller version of these like parasite looking alien thingies. I'm guessing it's like their base like larval form or something like that, but
Bro, that
man.
shit, like that's some new shit, bro.
I
I
don't
ain't
think
seen
those
no
Yeah,
aliens,
alien
that's
bro.
that's
like
what I
I don't.
was thinking.
I
Yeah,
don't
because
think it's aliens.
we never seen that type of shit, right?
that shit
That's what I was
gross,
thinking.
bro.
Yeah.
Like that shit gross. Like that fucking what's it called? That robot, he fucked them over, bro.
Oh yeah,
Motherfuckers
without a
was
doubt.
really just handcuffed to a pipe. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Where like this shit skittering across their face, and you just bleed out behind that shit, bro. Like
That
that's
was
that's
nasty.
that's fucked up, man. Just knowing that shit finna be like that thing gonna do that to you.
Oh yeah, no, like I'm assuming because I haven't watched episode 2 and beyond, but I'm assuming pause once they get a I
All
guess
right, Eric, man, take it easy, brother.
All right, Eric, man.
Once they like, well, they bit that dude's neck, and then that thing grew in size. You feel me? So once
Yeah,
they
it's
just
like
get
a
like a
leech.
yeah, once like
Yeah,
so I'm
like a
assuming
leaf. Yeah.
once they get enough blood or whatever or nutrients or whatever from a
That
human
whole
body, they'll
mosquito
eventually evolve.
fireworks, man. You could normally just smack that hole, but what you do when your arms is tied up?
Man, that scene was kind of crazy. I ain't gonna cap to you.
And
Um,
and then, like I say, that alien's such a bitch, man. Motherfuckers is out there like trying to save folks out there, and he's like, "Nah, get your bitch ass over there, like handcuffed to this pole
You
and
talk
shit."
about the cyborg?
Yeah, he's like, "You ain't saving nothing, bitch." They was like, "Hey, man, we just trying to get you out of here. This whole finna, like the whole building finna fall." He said,
Bro,
"Fuck that. Like,
I still don't know why he
I'm in
did
this
it.
hole,
Like, I don't know
bro.
why
He's
he
a
did that
hoe.
shit.
I know why he did it. He a
But
hoe.
he is, but he ain't. Like,
Like
bro, just watch the other two.
that
Like, this
motherfucker
nigga
ain't
is
about
weird.
shit, bro."
I
Nigga
mean,
weird, bro.
he did say like once he tied up those two soldiers, right? He was like he was like, "Mother, the species are in good condition or whatever." You know, I'm butchering or whatever. You know what I mean? So obviously he was trying to keep the species safe and all that shit. You feel me? Continue with his mission or whatnot. And yeah, no, that scene was kind of brutal. I ain't gonna cap to you. What a way to go. I would hate to go that way. I ain't gonna cap
Yeah,
to you,
this
but
look nasty as hell.
yeah, so one more thing I would like to highlight was that we do get a nice flashback of Wendy being tasked by Cavalier to essentially encourage the kids that are being experimented on to you know, I guess to soothe their minds and shit like that. So that way it's like an easy transition to have no fear when it comes to transitioning to their new synthetic bodies and shit like that. And that's what happens. We do get that flashback. We do see a group of brand new synthetics along with Wendy. And
Wasn't her
once when
whole her my bad, but wasn't her whole like uh way to persuade them was like, damn, ain't y'all tired of being sick and ain't y'all some of y'all finna die? Like, and she told them
yes,
niggas,
yes,
you that shit alleviates all pain and you become strong and fast and all that shit.
all
The
that shit, you
kids
feel me?
kind of some hoes too, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They went and got they new bodies and shit. That one girl, she sitting there talking about I ain't like being sick. Motherfucker said nobody likes being sick. Stupid. Like they was they was just talking crazy, bro. And then the motherfucker like the girl talking about no, like where we might die. And then they just goofing off like, oh, maybe our batteries will run out and all this shit. I'm like, damn, bro, y'all
Niggas is
take
really
anything
kids.
serious? You little 12-year-old dickhead. Like,
So the main well, I want to highlight. I want to ask y'all something. Y'all didn't find that shit kind of fucked up, like the undertone of that, like that scene where they're kids, you feel me? They're kids being experimented on, right? And then just being put into these adult bodies, or at least their minds are being transferred. You guys didn't find that kind of, you know,
Nah, I mean, if I don't
hold
give a
on
fuck how
now.
old
What
I
are you
am.
trying to say?
Yeah,
like
what? Nah, I don't. I mean, I
not.
think he asked what he was trying to say. I
Listen,
don't think it's no.
listen, Poole. What, like, in what way, fireworks? Like, yeah, how morally reprehensible do you feel that is?
I think that was a little twisted. You feel me? Because like that little girl was like, "Oh, when do I get to go home?" And then Wendy's like, "You don't." You feel me? So there's like a dark little undertone to that. You feel
Nigga,
me? That they're gonna.
you wanna go home or you wanna go die, nigga? Fuck going home, nigga. Let me live.
Hmm.
I don't know, man. Just the idea of like experimenting on kids is just, I don't know.
It's
That
a
shit was kind
reason
of
for that
wild.
too. I ain't gonna, of course, I ain't gonna say no spoilers, but it's a reason he chose who he chose.
For sure, for sure. I'm sure the answers are gonna get, because
Absolutely.
what I mean, shown as we get deeper into the series and shit like that. But that was kind of dark, in my opinion. That's what I was trying to get at. That whole thing was kind of dark. And then just the fact that they played that little old Disney fucking scene whenever they're about to transfer. Yeah, above them. That shit was that was kind of eerie too, man. I ain't gonna cap to you. I'm like, yo,
Yeah, that
niggas
shit was
wilding.
kind of like a little disturbing and shit.
Yeah, yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, those are the Lost Boys. You feel me? So,
Hmm.
which also goes with the theme of the episode of, not staying young forever. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
immortality and not dying and all that. You know what I mean? Peter Pan, all that shit. You feel me? If you know, you know, I guess. So,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
like that shit. Like the real question is, is it it was that the wrong decision if that girl wanted to go help make a difference and do all this shit? Like, is it still wrong that a motherfucker like sent her out there for that shit? And the rest of them, like, since they just kids.
No, I think
Uh,
I don't. I don't
Go
think it
ahead.
was my bad. I don't think it was wrong for them. No, but I do think it was wrong for his reasons to do it. Like the nigga was, yeah, nigga, this what they made for. Go do it. They don't got no training. They got fucking 12-year-old brains and shit. Even though they smart, they still kids, bro. Niggas still don't know what the fuck going. That shit is stupid, bro. And then
True.
especially for her reason, like, oh nigga, my brother out there. She said it, nigga. My brother there. That's the only reason I want to go, cause my brother there. That shit
Mm-hmm.
dumb. Like she's clearly gonna compromise whatever just to get to her brother. At least that's how I would have thought about it if I was the nigga. Like I would have
True.
put that
True.
together. I don't know though.
But he also it feels like Cavalier, the the dude with the long hair or whatever, right? He took that opportunity to test, I guess, to put them to the test. You feel me? How they handle stress, and he actually said it himself. In the that little scene right there. We know what they're capable of. You feel me? They have superhuman abilities. You feel me? So it just in this first episode, it wasn't really shown like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
But we'll see how they fare. So the episode ends essentially with what Cavalier refers to as the Lost Boys, right? Even though there's females in the group, which is that whole unit of synthetics that we seen get formed and whatnot. They get sent out to the crash site, and well, that's that pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Next episode fire.
So I guess we can talk about how we feel overall. I'm gonna be honest, man. Was I the only one who felt like this? This is like an hour long episode or whatever.
Hmm.
Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. The first 30 minutes was boring. Like,
Yeah.
that shit was boring as fuck to me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, like, is this? I understand you have to stretch content into, a 10 episode series or whatever. But, like, I was like, okay, this is just a lot of backstory and plot exposition and whatnot. And it's not switching enough to something interesting to keep my attention, I feel like. So, I didn't like the pacing of it to start off with. Like, I think, the last probably 15, 20 minutes was like, interesting. And, like I'm going to watch this shit anyway for content purposes. But, like, I would have dreaded if that shit didn't pick up this episode, man.
Yeah.
I
Go ahead.
KTO, I think you're not wrong. To be honest, I felt somewhat similar about this first episode. It was dragging a little bit, right? Uh, and like I said, like I said, it did turn up a little bit, like halfway through. I think that, yeah, no, actually, it did. It definitely did. It definitely did turn up. Thankfully. It was very dialogue heavy. It was a lot of exposition, a lot of dialogue, a lot of setting up and shit like that. I wish they got to it a little bit quicker. Um, so yeah, no, you're not alone on that one. But I'm a big Alien fan. You feel me? So I'm still gonna watch this in full. You feel me? Um, it's definitely still quite an anticipated show for me. So we'll see how the rest of the series unravels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What you think, Wolves?
for me, like, yeah, I agree with you, bro. To an extent, because when shit get boring, I cut that shit off, go to sleep, watch it the next day, which I had to do. But the setup was pretty good. Like, I couldn't watch that shit straight through. I had to go to sleep, bro. But the setup, yeah, shit was boring, but it's worth it. Like, and like I said, they dropped those two episodes together for a reason. I don't think they wanted you to just watch one because you probably would be feeling the way you feel. So on 2 and 3, they kind of explain a little more why they did it how they did it. And I mean, I respect it. I appreciate it. And the older I get, I fuck with dialogue a lot, bro. I kind of fuck with conversations. Like that's why I like the movie Heretic so much. It's all about the conversation. So I'm cool with it. Like long as it's a mixture of everything. And it's another thing. Like I'll be at work listening to podcasts and shit. Niggas was saying they feel like this shit is a combination of the first Alien, the second Alien, and like a Prometheus too, with all the fucking dialogue and shit. That's the Prometheus part. With the, I guess, the beginning, that's like the regular Alien part. In the bits of action you get, which I don't know if we got there yet, but it's like they trying to mix all that shit together. I don't
That
know if
might
y'all
be
feel the
part of
same
it
way.
too, you know. Like I, I wasn't like I felt like Prometheus had like stretches where it was boring,
Yeah,
you know, and so like that was my problem is that like I just don't, you know, I'm not one of them people who really enjoys lore dumps, bro. You know, like just like I don't feel like you have to drop a whole lot of information, you know, for like 20 minutes straight for me to understand. You know, like I appreciate it, but like
so
no,
how do
man.
you prefer they get to the point of the
I think
explanation? You
it could
just
be
want shit to
spaced
happen.
out
You don't want it.
better. I think that you know what I'm saying, you alternate between action and dialogue.
Yeah.
I think that there's more shit that they could have done. Like the only time you see, you know, like the story of the robot and the alien and all that, you see it like 3 times in the show, bro. You see it like at the start, you know what I'm saying, when all the shit goes down. You see it like when motherfuckers is like looking for him in like wreckage of the shit, and then you see it one time later, you know, like whenever that shit kills them folks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I just feel like, you know, like, and I guess that's nitpicking. It's really just a, you know, a preference thing.
I
But
feel like I kind of feel like that. What up, Roots? Roots say he just pulling up to say what's up and shit. Salute Roots for pulling up. But
What up,
I feel
Roots?
like I think it's dope, bro. Like the when we see synthetics, bro, we never in a million years thought, man, that's a fucking 12-year-old and this stupid ass robot, nigga. Like we never thought of that. Like that shit
yeah,
dope to me that they doing. It's not the same Alien. Like you said, in the first 10 minutes, it's the same Alien story as all of them. But they threw that bitch in there for 10 minutes, then they jumped to some other shit. I feel like that shit fire. Giving the synthetics a backstory finally instead of just them niggas just turning and being evil, or they just sometimes they cool. Like I don't know. I fuck with it. I don't know, bro. I fuck with the dialogue and shit like that.
hmm but yeah, Pujols has already watched the second episode. We're gonna have to watch the second episode and run this whole. I think there's like 4 out now.
No, it's three. The fourth one come out tomorrow, which
Well,
I
that's what
will
I'm
be
saying.
watching.
Like by tomorrow, there'll be 4. You
Yeah.
know, so we'll have to go through and catch up on these hoes as we're able to.
Yeah, now I don't really know how long they plan on making this series. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be a one season type thing or if it's gonna be just like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's gonna have multiple seasons. I don't even know how long this season is supposed to be. Is it gonna
I think
like,
it's
does
eight
anyone know?
All right,
episodes.
I'm about to
Eight
say,
It's
I
eight
episodes?
episodes.
assume, yeah, 8 to 10 maybe.
Hey, that
Eight to
nigga
ten?
Slim
Okay.
said he asks if you got to know the lore and the other stuff to watch the show. Not necessarily. I mean, it'll help, bro. You probably understand a little bit more, but it'll just be like watching a new show, pretty much.
Like
You don't
So,
I
gotta know
feel
that
like
shit.
aliens and like you know the xenomorphs and all that shit are like well ingrained enough in popular culture to where you have a passing knowledge of like, oh, damn, so that's the alien right there. You know, but like I say, there's so much explanation of what's going on in this first episode that shit they gonna give you all the information. I feel
Yeah,
like.
and KTL, like let's say, what alien movie have you seen where it wasn't the same setup with the fucking the alien? I mean the what's the
uh,
shit? The face hugger hatch and then the jump on it. It's the same shit. So I mean,
Alien versus Predator, bro.
yeah, that's the only one that I don't think that shit happening.
Think it happened like at the end of the movie.
See, them hoes gonna get your ass somehow, nigga.
Shout out to the face huggers, man.
Facts.
But
Love a
I,
good
I,
face
I,
hugger.
I I do like
Jesus
the I
Christ.
I do like the whole different take on this shit. You feel me? How they're taking the aliens to Earth this time. You know what I mean? I think that's pretty refreshing. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Compared to every other backstory or every other expeditional group that we've seen get slaughtered and you know what I mean, betrayed and all that shit. This one was like definitely a different type of opening, you know what I mean? So I'm excited to see how Earth fares versus you know, this set of species that we're about to you know, watch and you know, all that shit. So yeah.
All right, man. Well,
Something tells me not so well, but we're gonna
Are
see.
facts,
y'all
man.
when do y'all want to do this whole pause? Like
We could talk about it after we're off
I
live.
forgot
So
you're a
Uh,
former brother. You don't want to do it on air. I
I mean,
forgot.
I'm about to say I've never had a problem discussing that show here. It's
It-
Monday. I think we
That's a
could probably
military
talk
man,
about
bro.
it.
Nigga want to, yeah. He can't let niggas get up in the business. They
We
might expect some shit if they hear it loud. Right.
yeah.
Got you fucked up, F Dub.
Say all I know is fireworks finna have to go find a sample of some unknown creature and bring that whole back.
absolutely not, nigga. Absolutely not.
And you
What
going
you mean?
No,
Absolutely. They gonna
sir.
say you what's that shit
Absolutely
called?
not.
you
When you
gonna have you in the
they gonna
space
say you went
navy now,
AWOL,
brother.
nigga. If they like, hey, we going to underwater to find this new creature, and you like, nah, fuck y'all. They gonna say you went AWOL and throw your ass in jail, nigga. It's lit for you.
That
I
motherfucker
mean,
gonna be in the
it is
space
what it is.
navy, bro. It's gonna be a cruise ship in
Space
space.
Navy.
This
Hell
nigga's
yeah.
crazy.
He
This
gonna
nigga's
be
crazy, man.
he gonna be on that bitch. They gonna be paddling that hoe through space, man. Like
This nigga's crazy
Don't
for that
trust
one.
no fucking cyborg if one up there with
hell
you,
no.
brother.
Hey, he's the cyborg, man. We know about him. Like,
They gonna think
Man,
you
don't start this
crazy.
they're
bullshit,
gonna be
man.
sitting there
Hey,
talking
man, we
about
out of here,
he gonna
man.
be
Why they be saying that about you,
yeah,
brother?
the robot. Yeah, man, you can't trust none of these cyborgs, man. They don't know. They don't want anything good for
We
you.
out of here,
Whole
man.
time in the background, bro, he's smuggling a face hugger in his pocket. Like
He like the Uncle Ruckus a cyborg. Like he
that
really
shit,
won, but he hate them
bro.
hoes.
That shit crazy, man. He be calling with that
uh,
shit they be saying Puos now, motherfuckers. You seen that shit where motherfuckers be doing that Star Wars shit? They be calling them clankers and shit. That's what he be
Hell
doing.
no,
Like
that sound
that's
racist
how
as
it
hell.
that's
is.
how we
It's a slur. It's a whole
Goddamn
slur,
clanker.
bro. That shit a
Clinkers
whole
is
slur.
crazy.
I
They
got
finna
me
ban that
a
whole
new
like
slur
2
I'm
years.
finna start using. You damn
Damn.
clanker.
Who you gonna use that whole on, bro?
You?
Uh, I can't be no robot, bro. I would have let that bitch in the dough. Like
I'm not letting that hold the dough, bro. What's wrong with you? Okay, hold on before we go. So on the first Alien episode, we said we would have threw Slim ass out the spaceship if that hoe got on him. But y'all gonna let a bitch in the dough that's getting chased by an alien?
Puos.
I mean,
I think it's about
out of
time for
morals,
me to
yes.
explain to
Morals.
you. I think I have to explain to you the big difference
Oh,
between K
pause. I
Slim
know what I know
and
what you gonna say, man.
and the woman. Like there's a
I know.
hell yeah, I'm shooting that spectacle motherfucker out the airlock, boy.
That's your problem. You're not lasting in no movie,
No,
bro. So
Puos, no funny shit, bro. We said that about Slim because Slim would have did that to himself. That girl woke up and a motherfucker let an alien out. She didn't do that shit to herself. Slim be out there fucking with shit, so he would put his face over the face hugger egg, and that hole would have popped out and got him.
that nigga Slim said,
That's
I'll
what he
smack
do.
the shit out of nigga. Y'all be plotting.
You gonna try to box with a face hugger?
He talk about y'all. He talking about us.
And
Slim,
he gonna be smacking one person, the other two people gonna be throwing him out the airlock.
Slim. If a face hugger
Or
get
other
on you,
four. It was like six of us.
we're not letting you back in the ship, brother.
Hell no, bro. I'm beyond. I'd go a step further, Slim. If we found ourselves in Antarctica, bro, you not coming in the door. I know you the thing. Like
Nah, hey,
Yeah, definitely.
if it was like the Prometheus species where the nigga gets his whole body infected and shit, yeah, you're not coming to the shit,
I'm
bro.
about to say, I
Fuck
thought you
that.
was talking about that, like that big tall motherfucker. I was like, oh man,
No, no, not well, that nigga either.
he gonna back Slim against the wall. Like
Oh my God. Yeah, no,
What,
fuck that.
what you mean? He gonna hem him up like that nigga did Tom Holland? That's what
no,
you said?
I knew you was gonna say that too. But yeah, well, he was pressing his issue with Tom Holland. And he said, Poole said, man, wait a minute. Hey man, he getting fucked. Like
Hold on, bro. Something ain't right about this. What's going on? Yeah, never watch that show, man. I don't know the name of it, but never watch it. Slim, just go
he said,
watch
I don't know
Alien,
man.
what
bro.
none of that is, bro. Yeah, I'm about to say, just imagine like what could be happening
There's somebody getting hemmed up in a bathroom stall, bro.
Nah, I don't think he's talking about that, man.
Oh, okay.
I think he's talking about the face.
That's an imaginative brother right there, man. I believe in him. Like, okay.
Watch the first Alien, Slim. I think you'll fuck with it, bro, and you'll get your lore, like what's happening. Because if a face hugger get on you, brother, you're not getting in the ship. Not the Lord, nigga. The lore. Fuck out of here, nigga.
Oh my god.
Well, offering himself, man. Anyway, all right.
He did tell you that. He definitely just told you that.
Yeah, because I believe you can. If it's anybody, I believe in you, bro. Like, I know you got the potential, bro. But
don't do it, Slim.
Yeah, like I say, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get out this bitch because I'm hoping that we can have an episode that's actually like shorter than the thing that we're reviewing for once. So
true.
We'll be back at some point whenever F-Dub decides that he's able to watch the next episode.
Oh, I'll watch that whole tonight.
Say less. See,
I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking about rewatching that whole tonight. Okay.
Go for it, man.
Second episode. If this second episode is ass, I'm gonna be pissed, Pools, because that's about the 5th time you done acted like this shit is something we gotta see.
Nah, I didn't say. I only said y'all gotta see it because I ain't want to spoil nothing, nigga. I ain't saying it's weapons, nigga.
Yo, fools, I got some shit to say about that shit, but I'll say it off the air. So
we could have a podcast about it. Me, you, John Doe, and Slim.
And we out of here.
And we out this bitch.
GG.